don't take into consideration the total amount of load on the muscle. I did a workout yesterday that was a 300 rep by curl. My next workout, I'm going to be shooting for 500. 500, let's say at 50 pounds of weight. Curling, medium to wide by curls. Now, this is thinking in terms of, holistic training, And then after the by curl, how many more reps or how many more reps in total can you do? What is the total amount of volume that you can get in a workout? A lot of people don't think in these terms, and don't think in the terms of how much total volume, how much total stress am I putting the muscle under? Time under stress. They think in terms of these sets. I don't think that thinking in terms of sets is the most accurate thing to think about. I think in the terms of anatomy and time under tension. For example, you say the biceps. When the biceps has different, has its own anatomy, right? So with the biceps, you can say dissect the biceps, right? Let's say the inner, or like let's say the long head, and you say I'm gonna do an exercise for that, and my aim is to put this muscle under a load of 600 reps in a specific amount of time with a specific amount of intensity, right? The intensity is the weight, the amount of weight that you're lifting, provided you do in the right form. And the right form means that, or the right range of motion, right form or range of motion doesn't mean that you extend all the way, and some idiots think that's not what it is. It's you put the muscle in a position where you have number one, the right contraction for the right muscle you're training. You're not helping with any other muscles. You're not cheating because the weight's too heavy. Number one. Number two is you are putting the muscle under tension for the most amount of time. A lot of times when you do these full extensions, you're resting at the end of the rep. That's not time under tension. Time under tension, you want to have the range, 50% of the full range. Only the range where the muscle is under tension, not the resting range. When you extend, that's resting. You're just resting the muscle at this point. It's from here that the extension happens. Here, I'm resting. Here, there's nothing. So a lot of people think that full range of motion means you extend all the way. That's stupid. You're just decreasing the time under tension that the muscle is subjected to. So, with that being said, the most important thing is these three variables that I've mentioned. Number, total volume, time, intensity. Volume, time, intensity. You have to have in your head three simple numbers. I'm going to the gym to do 700 by curls. Okay? It can be 2 variations, it can be 3 variations, but I'm going to put this exact muscle under 700 reps in a specific amount of time, and I'm going to do this in 30 minutes, and the weight is going to be 55 pounds. And where I'm going to do these 700 reps in 700 reps. Time is 30 minutes. Intensity is 55 pounds by curls. And those are the 3 variables that you will have to get right when designing your training programs. A lot of people they don't even know how many total reps they've attacked a muscle with. They don't know, because people think in terms of these sets and reps. They're not thinking in terms of total load on the muscle. Total load on the muscle is what I'm thinking all the time, because that helps me summarize my whole workouts and understand. Am I putting the muscle under enough tension to grow, to force growth or not? If you're not forcing growth, you're not going to grow. And you're not going to get muscles, and you're not going to hit your goal. So, that's one of the most crucial points when it comes to designing these training programs. And yesterday I was doing a 300 rep bicep workout just at night. Woke up 3 a.m. in the morning, 300. Another one, and I distribute the load along the way. And this is something that I'm going to talk about specifically in my training programs. Distributing the load across the day is a very smart way to train. Some people think you hit the gym one time, get your workout done, that's it. This is not necessarily the only way to train. You can distribute the load across the day and train multiple times in a day. And this is what I like to do best. And this is why I always have weights around my house and around the room. Why? Because I always like to train the muscle. It's not like I'm going to go to the gym and that's it. I wake up 3 a.m. in the morning and I want to do 400 tricep, skull crushers. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm still going to do it with the weights that I have. I had already trained, let's say, biceps earlier that day or the day before in the gym, or maybe a different variation of triceps, but I want to hit it again. And this is actually one of the most intelligent ways to train. A lot of the best wrestlers do that a lot. They wrestle all the time, many times a day. They just wrestle for play. For play, they're always wrestling with each other. A lot of the top wrestlers, for them, wrestling is just like walking. They keep doing it 4 or 5 times a day when they wake up, afternoon, when they go out, they practice. Bodybuilding should be the same way. You have weights around the room, big bars around your house, and you just go do a bunch of deadlifts. Go do a bunch of bicep curls. Triceps, always, your muscles are always moving, always under tension, always under stress. Which is very different from what a lot of people think about the gym when you think only hit the gym, get my workout, and that's it. And then they're separated from everything. That's not the way. So, talked about a bunch of things here. I'm going to make another video about the hair loss and a lot of the compounds that I discussed when it comes to hair loss. And I'm going to mention this to you guys about the dimensions of hair loss. The anti-androgen dimension, the subset of that, which is DHT, the blood flow dimension. And if you have hair, you might as well keep it, man. Don't let your natural testosterone DHT destroy it, or don't let, if you're doing cycles, don't let it destroy it. Protect it for as much as you can, for as long as you can, with the compounds and with the science that we have available to us nowadays. Don't be like one of those dumb guys that say, "Oh, it doesn't matter." It does. It does matter, man. It does matter. If the president, some of the people, like the president of the United States, the top entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, they go and they do, hair transplants and take fucking finasteride and different drugs to keep their hair for 30, 40 years, then, of course, it means something. And what it means is that, number one, it makes you look good. It makes you look good looking, attractive to the opposite sex. It makes you have self-confidence. It makes you look younger. It makes people look at you as someone that has more vigor and younger, more capable. Once you go bald, people think you're fucking old. Even if you're young. I mean, there's 17-year-old, 18-year-old guys. They've lost their hair. And believe it, androgenic alopecia at 18, 20. They're gone. It's gone already. And people think they're old as hell. People think they're 38 and they're 18. So does it make a difference? Of course it does. But anyways, this was this talk about training, the talk about perfecting your training, thinking in innovative terms, thinking in original terms. Don't think in terms of what everybody else is doing. Think in your own terms. And understand the mathematics behind bodybuilding, understand the mathematics behind fitness, behind health, behind the metrics that govern your body, behind taking care of your body. Don't take what other people say just for granted and think everything that other people say is true. Always be an original thinker, an innovative thinker. Think for yourself. Don't let other people hand you out your thinking patterns in life. And with that being said, I'm going to continue on this journey, man, and You know, see you in a little bit.